A new update for Battlefield 6. This will be the mid-season update. We're already halfway through Season 2. This season update will drop on the 17th, so this Tuesday coming. We're going to be getting a new map, new SMG, and even an automatic pistol. We're also going to get the dirt bike, and so much more. So Hangar Tail Base is going to be the new map what we're going to be getting. The question is it a big map or is it a small map? By all the screenshots and the teasers they have been showing us, this honestly looks like a meat grinding map. I was talking about this yesterday on my stream because the question was, is this what we are all looking for? Someone was talking to me in my previous stream and they were saying like, oh, Battlefield just has a bunch of small maps. And I went to him and I said, okay, so your most played maps must be Mark Valley and Firestorm, right? And he said, no, they're just too big, they're open. So it makes me really scratch my head. Do you really want big maps? I always keep getting this question, and I really do feel like Battlefield isn't going to make that many big maps because not many people play them. Even the ones who ask for big maps don't play them. But it totally makes sense for Battlefield to be adding a meat grind map because, well, they always do it for every single Battlefield. There needs to be at least one of them. But for me personally, I wasn't looking for a small map, but I do feel like this is what we're going to be getting. I do hope it's something what we can all enjoy. With this mid-season update, there's going to be a limited time mode. Personally, I'm not a fan of limited time modes, and I don't really play them, I gotta be honest. But they are going to be releasing one, and it's going to be for a Nightfall. On the new map, you can play Team Deathmatch, Squad Deathmatch, and Domination, and it will take place in darkness. I'm assuming there's probably going to be some sort of night vision mode, where it's completely pitch black unless you use your night vision goggles. I'm not too crazy about limited time modes, even when it came to Contaminated with the gas. I prefer to just play the map instead of something customized, but at least they're adding something for this map to make it feel unique for a limited time mode. The CZ3A1 is an SMG what we're going to be getting, and it also has a high rate of fire. Honestly, this weapon what we should be getting could be up to a 900 or even a 1000 rate of fire. This weapon is probably going to be an absolute beast, and honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if it's meta on day one. Then we also have the VZ61. This is going to be an automatic pistol, what I'm really looking forward to because I always love the automatic pistols, something to keep me consistent in them gunfights. I guarantee you probably had to work on the sidearm, as it will probably start with a really low amount of bullets. Hopefully you can have a good amount where the automatic pistol feels useful instead of useless. Yesterday there was an announcement of Battlefield going free to play. This happens every single time there will be a brand new season, and it will always be in the mid-season. This happened in Season 1 and it's happening in Season 2, and the game will go free to play. There will be 6 modes and 3 maps what you can play. They are the only thing was limited. Everything else, weapons, all of that is unlockable. So the limitation is pretty slim, but the amount of variety and everything we can use is endless. What I do love about their free to play, if you don't have Battlefield 6, then this is a perfect time to test it out. But honestly, it's a really good time to test it out on a different platform. Battlefield 6 is a cross-platform, so you can play on any device you want to. If you're on console but you have a nice PC, this is a good time to test it out. And also a really good time to bring many of your friends playing the game with you. And this will be available from the 17th to the 24th, so in the entire week you can play it. There is some vehicle gameplay improvements, the tweaking with the light transport vehicles, improving helicopter landing stability, and refining the vehicle camera behavior, increasing the tank's braking power. This is a big one, the anti-tank mine limits and despawn rules. This is a perfect thing, and I'm so glad to actually hear about this. The biggest issue is when you're dropping a mine, even if you die, the mines will still be on the ground. Hopefully, when it comes to you dying, it will actually respawn the mines. This is a really big thing because it's needed to happen a long time ago. I feel like the mines is a big issue because they are just absolutely scattered everywhere. Considering you can have up to like 5 mines is kind of crazy. I don't feel like the mines need to go away as it is a good balance against vehicles, but it needs to be controlled because it's all over the place. It isn't just how many mines that also is on the ground, it's actually the visibility, just seeing where they are. But a little tip for you troopers, when it comes to a vehicle, if there is any mines or you're skeptical, please drive very slow. The slowest you go is a really good thing because if you go really slow, the mines don't go off at all. It's a perfect way to sneak and go around to a certain objective or flank. Another audio update is coming in. They're going to be working on the unique voice performance. I don't know what that exactly means. Also improving the footsteps, and they're refining the vehicles and jet mix balance. The impression I'm understanding with this is basically when a jet flies over you, it could be extremely loud, especially when you're on the ground. I'm assuming they're trying to change this where you can hear it, but it's not too overwhelming, so you can focus on a clear battle right in front of you. They're updating the walk-in weapon movement while zoomed. This is a big deal because I don't know if you guys are ever aim down sight walking upstairs. You can see this constant bubble bump all of the time with your weapon. It can get pretty overwhelming and honestly just doesn't make you feel consistent at all. Even if you're having a gunfight and you go over a rock, you get this bubble movement. It's something what doesn't need to be there and it needs to be tweaked and improved. And that's what they're doing in this update. Troopers, if you haven't already, make sure to leave a like on this video. I would really appreciate it. And support the channel as we're really close to 37,000 subs. I think we're only like 10 away, so hopefully with this video we can actually do it. Seriously, subscribe to the channel as we're already on the road to 40,000 subs. We got an update when it comes to the netcoding, what I'm really excited for, as we've been waiting so long for something like this. They applied the network optimized to improve the bullet data transfer. They improved the tie nudge variability to reduce the increase of dying behind cover. This is a really big one. Many of you guys will probably know the term of this as we all call it super bullet. This was extremely notorious in Battlefield 5 and it was honestly probably one of the worst things to go through. You're taking cover yet you're dying behind cover. Two massive really improvements on here, fixing the netcode and also improving the super bullets. Increase the damage numbers events process per network update to improve the hit registration consistency. They're also improving the damage screen effect, what could appear to be delayed. Honestly, I was hoping that they would improve the damage screen effect to give you the clear understanding, as there would be times where I have a gunfight and it will show that someone's shooting me behind, but they're not, they're right in front of me. So basically with that update improving the netcode, honestly the gunfight should be even consistent than what they already was. This needs to be a big game change when it comes to Battlefield 6, as the netcode is probably one of the must. We already know this was going to happen, I was just kind of surprised it took them this long. When it comes to the tow missiles on the vehicles, they are going to be decreased on its speed. So it's going to take much more longer to take them targets out. Honestly, I don't think this is going to truly stop the problem, as I do feel like the tow missiles are pretty damn easy to take down choppers. But slowing down the speed, hopefully this would be a good rebalance. The UH chopper or the Black Hawk chopper, whatever way you would like to call it, is going to get a health increase up to 20%. I'm totally cool with that, as I do like the transport vehicle, but you can get completely turned down. What is really annoying, because if anything comes along like a vehicle or even a bunch of rockets, you're pretty much done. Increasing health by 20% I'm happy with. When it comes to the scout helicopter passengers, there was a method, and honestly this method's been going on extremely long time, all the way from Battlefield 4. You would get yourself into a little bird and you could be on the passenger side and you can be playing as an engineer and using your launchers. You can use regular RPGs or guided missiles, and they were a big deal because honestly this will help you against other vehicles or even other choppers. But having multiple people in your passenger seat, actually playing it as an engineer and using a bunch of rockets can be pretty unbalanced. And they're stopping this, and honestly I don't know how this is going to turn out, but it's not going to defeat the actual purpose, and that right there is repairing your vehicle. You can repair no problem still, you just can't use your rockets as the passenger seat. With the player count dropping so severe in Battlefield 6, it appears that they're going to be improving some stuff for new players coming into the game. Once you start playing the game, there is multiple chances for you to get yourself career XP, hardware XP, and even Battle Pass XP boost. As this has been an extremely high complaint for many people who are playing the game here and there when it comes to the progression taking too long. We are getting an improvement of weapon progression in this season update, as everything will be faster, mainly your pistols and snipers and shotguns, but overall you can progress faster on your level on your weapons. But offering low level players more XP boost is a really good thing, as it can give them a little bit of a faster chance to catch up and don't feel like they're so far behind. Starting from 0 and then you're trying to get everything done is pretty overwhelming. So helping out with new players, I'm definitely happy with that. Hopefully this is something to increase the player count and keep them playing longer. But when it comes to the progression stuff, and as I told you, multiple weapons are going to be even faster when it comes to them, the pistols are going to probably get the biggest increase, as it's going to be increased up to 60% faster when it comes to weapon progression. That is huge when it comes to the pistols. With the audio, they are improving the footsteps when it comes to indoors and outdoor footsteps to understand the further ranges. I love the improvements what they are doing to footsteps, and it is really nice that you can actually hear them. There's not that many games where you can hear the footsteps. The biggest complaint I have with the footsteps is understanding where it is. I get really confused if it's higher up, below me, or even outside. I can hear the footsteps, I just don't have a clear understanding exactly where it is. Hopefully with this update it will improve that. And there we go, that is some of the big stuff what they're going to be doing for the mid-season update for Season 2. Remember, this will be launching on the 17th. I will be up bright and early testing out this new season when it drops to give you guys the honest review and tell you exactly how everything is turning out and tell you what is working and what is not working. So make sure to keep an eye on the video on that on the early Tuesday morning. Thank you very much for listening to me talk, troopers. Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're brand new, and I'll see you on the battlefield.